Hey everyone, Moonshadow with Insight with Moonshadow. And yes, due to a big health, I don't want to say it was a scare, but due to a big health issue that came up, I couldn't do the show on Monday. But I wanted to still make up for that time for the show. So I decided for this episode, to film it and upload it to YouTube, and to talk about chi walking. Now, chi walking, as you know, since I'm on the move as well, chi walking is really about walking mindfully in your environment. I'm also earthing too at the moment. But in chi walking, you're really meditating and in a meditative state while walking. You could still be somewhat aware of your surroundings, but it's really not the intention for that. Now, here we are, of course, down by the water because this is my favorite spot. But it's one of my favorite spots. But so with chi walking, you're really connecting with the elements, and you're really connecting with yourself, seeing and feeling your place in the world, how you're looking at things, where you are, what your emotional state is, everything. But with chi walking is actually very interesting because when you are in the process of mindful anything, you are fully there. You are fully 100% in. You're not distracted. You're not thinking about other things. You don't have other things on your mind. There's nothing else that is in the way, stopping you from being in that moment, the moment of now. Now, when you are in the process of meditative walking, or meditative anything really, you're really focusing on clearing your mind. You're really focusing on clearing the air, clearing your energy, thinking about just the clarity and space, even almost a negative space. And I don't mean negative in necessarily a bad way. I mean negative space, like a lot of times artists work with the positive space of things, but they don't always work with the negative space. So if you're looking at a painting, the focal point is the positive space. But then if you're looking at the space that isn't the focal point, that is in the negative space. That's the space that isn't active, the background, the ambient, and that kind of thing. So when we're looking at it from that perspective, and we're looking at life itself as a portrait, we don't always look at the space surrounding us, our ambient area, the ambient background. Like we always think of, when we're looking at movies, for example, we're always looking at the lead actor and actress, but we don't always think of the supporting cast. We don't always think of the best friend of the female or male lead, So sometimes we forget about those integral parts. Same thing with the world today. We look at all these really important people in the important jobs, CEOs, higher-ups, people with lots of money. They think they have it all, they seem to have it all. But then again, you forget about the people that made them and put them there, put them in that position, put them in that space, made them the successful people that they are. So I digress, but ultimately about meditative activity and chi walking. It is something where sometimes when you go into that meditative space, you could truly understand the truth of the heart of the matter of what's really going on. The actual truth of it all. The interconnectedness of everything. Because we're all part of the same web. Somewhere, somehow, we're all connected. Now, I can admit I don't do this enough, and I should add this to my practice on the daily or the weekly. But in the process of mindfulness and taking in all the elements, taking in all of nature, I've been reminded lately, a lot of my totems have been coming around. I've seen turkey. I've seen, turkey. I've seen a couple of foxes. I've seen deer recently again. Let's see, what else have I seen? Lots of crows and ravens, of course, but mostly crows. And also, let's see, it was cardinals and blue jays. And part of what they've had to say to me, and my message was, reconnect. Reconnect to your true nature. And that is really, really super important. Also seagulls too, but there's a pretty high percentage of seagulls around here. So what does it take to go chi walking? Is it complicated? Can anyone do it? Well, anyone can, and you don't have to be a guru or a yogi or anyone that's adept in the study of mindfulness for 1,000,000 years. You don't have to be reincarnated 1,000,000 times. Anyone can do it. Best thing, you pick a nice place, pick a safe place, a place that you enjoy, and then start walking. I can give you a view of the, let's see here. I can give you a view of what I'm seeing. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I want to say, sorry not sorry for the lack of professionality in this video. This is more of a off the cuff, me being truly me organically, which most of you already know is who I happen to be. But hopefully you enjoy it even remotely as much as I am. So chi walking, being aware of yourself, being aware of your surroundings, not paranoid, just being in a place of just enjoying the full moment of who you are in this crazy world we live in. Hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching, and thank you for being there and checking out Inside Moonshadow all this time. It matters, and you really matter. So thank you.